Hello everyone, welcome back to another board game unboxing. Today I picked up Star Wars Outer Rim by Fantasy Flight Games. It's a game of bounty hunters, smugglers, and so on. You're doing various jobs in the Outer Rim, collecting bounties, turning in like cargo deliveries, smuggling, hiring out additional crew members, upgrading your ship, and so on. It's for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, and takes about 2 to 3 hours. I was told the single player game takes maybe a little over an hour. So 2 to 3 hours with more players, but you could also play it solo as well. So we're going to go ahead and get it unboxed. Going to take a look at all the different components. Say here's the back here, and here's our little info card. So again, 14 and up, 1 to 4 players, 2 to 3 hours. If you do want to sleeve them, it takes 5 of the Fantasy Flight green pack sleeves. So, and here's our board. I'll get the plastic off, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to see. This game is getting a lot of comparisons to the Firefly game. So I guess in that game, I haven't played the Firefly game, but from what I've been told, you are going around doing various jobs and so on. So here's our box. Here's our back here. So you have different characters, you have different ships, you have different planets going around this board here. There's various cards. You can purchase upgrades for your ship. You can get additional crew members. There's like little quests you can go on and so on. So let's take a look at what we have here. We have our little catalog. Here is the Learn to Play and Rule Book. So Learn to Play right there, and Rules Reference Guide. We have a lot of tokens. So looks like we have, I believe these are damage tokens. We have our planet tokens. So we have Ornamentel, let me see, Canonica, not sure of that one. There's Takadana. You have various characters. So it looks like we have Bosk, we have Jin Urso, looks like Dr. Afra, that's Ketsu there, Ketsu Ono, Lando, Han, Boba Fett, and IG-88. And we have various other kinds of tokens, so a lot of tokens. We have some plastic stands here, and little trackers for your fame, the white little pegs. As you can see, those are fame trackers. We have a dice pack in there as well. We have a bunch of cards here. So these are like, there's weapon cards. What else we got in this one? Weapon cards here. There is like missions. And I think, let's see what else we got. So underneath here, we have our player boards. So let's see if I can get one of these player boards open and we can take a closer look at it. And here's some of the various ships. So each of them have different stats. So it looks like this ship has 6, 2, and 3, whatever those stats mean. I'm sure those will be in the little rule guide. Let's go ahead and get the plastic off of these player boards here. Jumper Bounty. Let's see what we got here. So yeah, here's each one has different reputation. It looks like, and it looks like there is a this is your fame tracker, and it's very similar to the fame tracker or the progress tracker in Fallout. But you have various reputation. There's 4 different factions. It looks like so there's Hutts, the Syndicate, the Imperial, or the Rebels. So it looks like you'll gain or lose reputation with these various factions. So this is, yeah, these are the various player boards. It looks like there's areas, like little slots you can put different gear cards here and here. You have whatever job you're on goes right here. And there's the other player board. It looks like we have some ship cards too. So for example, here is this the Millennium Falcon, right? Or modified YT-1300, basically the Millennium Falcon. So, ship card, and all the various stats. You have cargo, your cargo or modification, and another modification. Let's see if we can show that a little bit better there. And then you have slots for your crew members on the bottom here. So crew slots. And this has a special ability. It says when you are rolling a die to deliver illegal cargo, you may turn a focus or hit to a critical. So it looks like it has some of the similar symbols to X-Wing. I'm not sure if those are going to focus. There we go. Turn a focus or a hit to a, I guess like that you're just rolling that to see if you actually deliver the goods there. So there's that. We have a fire spray. So we have Slave 1. Fire spray patrol ship. So yeah, it looks like this is the generic version. So the fire spray patrol craft, if you flip it over, it becomes Slave 1. So if you just have like a generic ship on the front and a named ship on the back, it looks like. So there's Millennium Falcon, and if you flip that over, it is the modified YT-1300. We have the YV-666 light freighter. This is Bosk's ship here. And flip it over, then it is Houndstooth. So as you can see, the stats looks like it's a 745 to a 735. When it's the Houndstooth, it looks like it has a little bit more of attack power, it looks like. We have here the Aggressor class freighter. This is IG-88 ship. And if you flip it over, I believe it becomes the IG-2000. So IG-88 vessel. We have the heavy-duty lifter. I don't know if this is anybody's ship, but you flip that over, it is then the Archangel. So this is Dr. Afra's ship here. So Archangel on that side, and again the heavy-duty lifter on that side. We have a Lancer class pursuit craft. So this will flip over to the Shadowcaster. So there's the Shadowcaster there. We have a Hawk 290. This is just a Hawk 290 freighter. Is it Multi-Crow? I don't think it's Multi-Crow, but no, it is a Multi-Crow. Cool. So there's Kyle Katarn's ship, the Multi-Crow. Don't know if Kyle Katarn is in the game, but he might be. We then have the GX-1 short hauler. And when you flip that over, it is then the Valorous. I'm not sure whose ship that is. Might say. Let me see. So it has a diplomatic mission thing and a ship goal. What do we have here? This is the G1A Starfighter. I think this is the Mist Hunter is what it's called. So this is Forlom and Zuckus' ship. Oh no, I guess that's just a G1A Starfighter. But if you flip that one over, it's actually a completely different ship. It is the G9 Rigger on that side. We have another Starfighter and another Rigger. So I believe the starting ships are going to be either of these. And then you can get the better ships later in the game. So another G1 Starfighter and another Rigger. And another Starfighter and the Rigger. So those are the various ships. I like that they're double-sided. So you have, again, you have your named ship on one side. So we have the Millennium Falcon on that side. You flip it over, it's just the kind of generic YT-1300 freighter. So those are our ships. So we've seen our player boards, we've seen our ships. Again, we have our dice and plastic stands for the little figurines that you pop out of the tokens here. We have various equipment cards. And of course, I'm going to have to go through the rulebook and see exactly like how all this stuff works. But this is a DL-44 heavy blaster pistol. So that's obviously Han's pistol. We have a vibro knife, IQA-11 blaster rifle, a vibro axe, an MPL-57 grenade launcher, an armored vest. So this is just like various gear and equipment. Plastoid armor. We have a quad laser cannon. So these look like they're personnel weapons. So like weapons that your characters carry around. And these are ship weapons. So we have a quad laser cannon. We have a targeting computer, an ion cannon, the auto blaster, the shield upgrades, the maneuvering thrusters, and the improved nav computer. Let's see what this is. These are all various jobs you can go on. So Relic of the Past. It looks like the quests are kind of laid out like similarly to how they were in Fallout, where you basically just pull a card off and do what it says. So these are various missions you can go on or jobs. So this job is hijacking a freighter. It says the Hut Gambles or Grumbles. That's just basically like flavor text you read. Destination, you have to go to the Ring of Cafferty, however that's pronounced. I believe that was in Rogue One. Encounter, you have to resolve card number 44, and the reward is you gain, I think, 5,000 credits to fame and Hut Reputation. Then remove this card from the game. So various jobs that have various payouts and that work for various factions. So this is a Rebellion job. There is Imperial jobs as well, it looks like. So there's like Syndicate jobs. Here's an Imperial job. So Imperial Favor. It says encounter test tactics. If you pass, complete the job. If you fail, resolve card 41. Gain 5,000 credits and 1 Imperial Reputation. If you already had Imperial Reputation, you lose 1 Rebel Reputation and gain 1 Fame. So various jobs you can do. Here's some crew cards, so crew members. So there's just hired help. In one review, I was reading that the text is actually fairly small. It's tiny. It's not terrible. Let's see if this actually will focus. This is just a crew member you can get. So the text, I'm not sure if it's focusing, but the text is kind of small. But if I wear my glasses like I am now, you can definitely see it. So here's some hired help cards, and then there is, what are these guys? Cards for the various ships. So here's the Short Hauler, the Hawk, the Lancer Class Pursuit, Heavy Duty Lifter, Aggressor, YT-666, Fire Spray, Modified YT-1300. What are these guys? These are some weapons. I guess, and there are nav point cards. I'm not sure if these are them. It might be them. But there's like a thermal detonator on that, and then some other encounters on those cards as well. So there's Kessels in here. There's a lot of the stuff. I think Kessel's kind of just on the nav points. I'm not really sure. So we have those. We have here, what are these? More cards from that one deck. And I believe that the mission cards have to go in order, because I believe there is like a thing where it's like in Fallout how they're numbered. Here's some crew members. It looks like so there's we have Hondo. Looks like there's IRM and IRM droid. Stuff on Tatooine. Just various cards that will give you different jobs, different things to do. All pretty cool. And we have one more pile of cards to take a look at, which are right here. That's what we have here. So Imperial Presence. Looks like these are the numbered cards, because this is card, let's see, are these numbered? Deck 1. Deck 1, Unwanted Attention. 1, 1, 1, 1. So here's some other characters. So there's Forlome. So we have Forlome, we have Bib Fortuna, you guess he's a crew member. The Black Kuristan, we have the Wookiee. Blackstone Agent, we have Bo Shek. Chewbacca, Dengar, Dr. Evans. Avazan, I'm never really sure how to pronounce it. There's Garindan, little spy guy from Mos Eisley. Grand Animal Thrawn, we have Greedo, Harrison Dula, Hondo Anako, another IRM droid, K250, Leia, Lobot, Maz Kanata, Ponda Baba, who's Dr. Evans' friend. We have Saw Gerrera, W1LE, droid there. Zitin Maj, another set of encounter cards, it looks like, or so it looks like it's kind of like the cards in Fallout where you have various options to choose from. Yeah, so it says, I guess, like if you test piloting, if you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. Test stealth, if you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. Test knowledge, if you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. And test tech, if you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. And if you are not defeated, complete this job. various cards like that. We have these are bounties. So it looks like there's a bounty on this Black Sun agent. Dr. Avon's has Pound Baba has a low. Ponda Baba has a bounty. So does Lobot. And these are just various bounties you can go on. Some various cargoes you can carry. So you can carry moisture evaporators, luxury items, vehicle parts, and so on. More jobs for pirate trouble and heavy hitters. Safe passage. Here's our characters you can play as. So you can play as Lando. So Lando Calrissian. Looks like after you roll dice for any reason, you may re-roll one of the dice. That's one of his abilities. And as an action, if you are on a planet, you may spend 1,000 credits to test influence. If you pass, gain 1 reputation with that planet's faction. And then he has various goals. So Lando's personal goal is deliver 2 illegal cargo to gain 1 fame and flip this card. So I guess you do that, you flip it over, and then you get that ability. We have Han Solo, who is what's this? Personal goal: have a ship with a cost of at least 15,000 credits to gain one fame, then flip the card over. And I guess you gain like 2. I'm not sure what that symbol is. You gain 2 when you do that. And it says when you move into a patrol space, you may test piloting. If you pass, you do not have to end your movement in that space. So I guess there are various encounters in space that you can do, and he can basically outmaneuver them and get past them. We have Dr. Afra here, who Dr. Afra is the, I guess this starts on this side. Once per turn, before you perform a skill test, you may gain a skill of your choice for that. You may gain a skill of your choice for that test. A personal goal is to complete 2 jobs to gain 1 fame and flip the card. So when she flips, there's an ability called Planning, which is if you are on a planet or nav point, perform a market action. This does not prevent you from performing a market action during your action step. So it looks like you can go to the marketplace multiple times. We have Jin. What's Jin's action? Jin's goal. Jin feels weird because like they don't really go into what she did, at least in the movie, what she did before she got recruited into the rebellion. But her ability is once per turn, during combat or a skill test, you may turn one of your focuses into a hit, or I'm not sure if that's a critical. It could be a critical hit. As an action, if you're on an Imperial planet, test stealth. If you pass, place 1 damage token on your planet. Personal goal is have a damage token on 2 Imperial planets to gain 1 fame and flip the card. We got Boba Fett, who is secretly look at 1 contact on your planet. Contacts are these little tokens that go near the planets, and you are sometimes like being like, I know my contact is green. I'm not sure which one it is. Boba Fett allows you to like peek at those contact tokens. Let's see what this is. So Boba Fett, his personal goal is gain rewards from 2 bounties to gain 1 fame and flip the card. And then it says and then his other ability on the other side is after you eliminate a contact for a bounty, instead of capturing it, gain 5,000 credits. We have IG-88, and his ability, his action is once per combat, you may reroll any number of your dice. That's pretty good. Now, as an action, he can take a droid crew from another player in your space. Basically, like steals droids or hacks them and brings them over to his side. And personal goal is have 2 droid crew to gain 1 fame and flip this card. And we flips over. His new ability is when you become defeated, you may discard 1 of your crew to recover all damage from your character and ship instead. Place the crew's contact token on the nearest empty contact space. I'm not sure if that's supposed to simulate that there were multiple IG droids in the universe that were activated all at the same time. We have Ketsu, and she has an encounter action. So encounter a patrol contact. Encounter a patrol or contact token that is within 3 spaces of you. So I guess normally you can only do stuff that's closer, but she can go further out. Personal goal is win 3 combats to gain 1 fame and flip the card. And then when she's flipped over, it's that her ability is after you win a combat, gain 4,000 credits. And then credits you can use to buy upgrades for your ship, buy equipment, and so on. And then we have Bosk. So Bosk has an action that says recover 2 damage from your character and 2 damage from your ship. And he has a personal goal, have at least 1 mod and 2 gear with a combined cost of at least 15,000 credits to gain 1 fame and flip the card. Flip it over. And he has an encounter action. So his encounter, fight a combat against a player in your space who has more fame than you. If you win, gain 1 fame. Looks like these are so player reference cards in turn order. So it looks like the turn order is one planning step. So he says choose one of these or three options. Move up to your ship's speed, I guess, or your ship's distance. Gain 2,000 credits and recover all damage required if you are defeated. So you choose one of those. So it looks like you can move, gain money, or recover damage. And then in the action step, perform any or all these actions. So deliver cargo and bounties. Market action if on a planet. Then may discard the top card of a market deck. I saw a video on this yesterday. You can you can look at the top card, discard it, and put it on the bottom. I think is how it goes. Buy the top card of a deck and resolve patrol movements. Trade cards with a player in your space. So basically, players on the same planet. It looks like. And then 3 is the encounter step, which is you choose one out of these 3 options. Fight a patrol, required if you have negative reputation with a patrol in your space. Resolve an encounter card or resolve a contact token. So these are the little player reference cards here. And here's the various ways to gain fame. So ways to gain fame are for personal goals, ship goals, bounties, jobs, deliver illegal cargo, win combat against patrols level 2 and 3, and buy cards from this market deck. Skill test. It says roll 2 dice. You pass if you roll at least one of the required results. The result required is based on whether you have the skill being tested. Unskilled, you do not have the skill. Skilled, so if you're unskilled, you have to get, it looks like, critical hits to win that. If you are skilled, you can get a critical hit or a normal hit. And if you're highly skilled, you can win off of a critical hit, a hit, or a focus. And there is AI players as well. So it looks like the AI has the planning step. So do the first that applies. If defeated, recover all damage. Move towards your closest goal, and gain 2,000 credits. The action step. They have all these. These are for the AI, and I believe in a single player game, you're playing yourself against an AI. AI turn order here. And here's some bounties. So this bounty is for Gorindan, the little thing they do from Mos Eisley that rats out Luke and Obi-Wan. So elimination reward is gain 6,000 credit and 1 fame. Capture reward is deliver Gorindan's token to Ketsu to gain 7,000, 2 fame, and 1 rebel reputation. Because obviously he's an Imperial spy, so getting rid of him, the rebels are gonna basically reward you for that, or at least be positive towards you. So again, if you just get rid of him, you get 6,000 credit and the fame. But if you capture him, you get a little bit more. So you get 1,000 more credits. So you get, instead of 6,000, you get 7,000. You gain 2 fame instead of 1, and you gain rebel reputation. It says after you gain the reward from this card, lose 1 Imperial reputation and remove this card from the game. So basically, you do this, the rebels are going to favor you. The Empire's going to be pissed that you've either killed or captured one of their agents, or their spies, basically. Bo Shek has a bounty on him. So does Greedo. Here's Greedo's bounty. So Greedo is elimination. You get 8,000 credits and 1 fame. If you capture him, deliver him to Ord Mantell to gain 9,000 credits, 2 fame, and 1 syndicate reputation. And after you gain a reward from this card, lose 1 hut reputation and remove the card. So obviously, Greedo working for the Hutts, you basically, if you capture him or kill him, the Hutts are gonna be pissed. We have Forlom as a bounty. Maz Kanata has a bounty on her as well. That's interesting. So if you eliminate her, you get 5,000 credits and 2 fame. If you capture her, you take it to Naboo to gain 15,000 credits and 2 fame. And after you gain a reward from this card, remove it from the game. So it doesn't look like it has any kind of reputation bonus. But killing her only gets you 5,000 and 2 fame, while delivering her to Naboo gets you 15,000 credits. So there's a few more bounties here. Harrison Dula has a bounty on her as well. I imagine this is an Imperial. We'll see. So elimination for, let's see, Harrison Dula. Elimination reward 6,000 and 2 fame. Capture is deliver her to Lothal to gain 15,000 credits, 2 fame, and 1 Imperial reputation. After you gain a reward from this card, lose 1 rebel reputation. We have Chewbacca. and gives you 8,000 credits and 2 fame if you just get rid of him or kill him. If you capture him, you deliver him to the Ring of Capri to gain 18,000 credits and 2 fame. After you gain a reward from this card, remove him from the game. So he doesn't give you reputation like the Empire's. The Empire isn't after him at that point. Saw Gerrera is probably going to give you. Saw Gerrera gives you Imperial Reputation. Here's some various jobs, modifications, like cargo, supplies, coaxium crystals, which were featured in solo, droid parts, back to supplies. So it looks like basically I've read a lot. It's a lot of pick up and deliver, like deliver this character from this location to this location, bring these supplies from here to here, or various things like that. Looks like you can play the game kind of either way. I kind of want to play Imperial just to like go after some of these rebels and just get rid of them and gain Imperial reputation. It seems like it'd be kind of fun. But the game is it's kind of like up to you. You want to work with the rebels, you want to work with the Empire, do you want to work with the Hutts or the Syndicates, and then some of those factions that are at odds with each other. If you work with one of them, you lose reputation in the other. So that is pretty cool. I don't know if and then yeah. So the board is actually in here. So I guess these all connect and form your board. Again, here's all the different character tokens. These are reputation tracking tokens for each player. So it looks like there's Rebel, Imperial, and then Hutt and Syndicate tokens. I'm not sure which is which on those ones, but I'm not sure who I want to play as first. I kind of really want to try Dr. Aphra. Really like Dr. Aphra, and then maybe Boba Fett or IG-88. These are definitely characters that would work more with the Empire. Ketsu might work with the Empire. Like perhaps I think she's worked with them a little bit, but and Aphra works for Vader occasionally too. So that is the unboxing. I'm gonna go read the rules. Hopefully figure out how to play the game. Been looking forward to this game for a while since it was announced. I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm going to maybe do another video just giving my thoughts on the actual game once I actually play it. So again, that's going to do it for this video with this unboxing of Outer Rim. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching, and take care.